Okay, this is the story of the three little pigs. Once upon a time, there was three little pigs, and they lived at home with their mommy. And one day their mommy said, "You little piggies are too old. You need to go live by yourself somewhere." So she gave them some money, and the little piggies went out on their own, and they went to go make houses. So they were walking for a little while, and the youngest little piggy, he got tired real fast, and he said, "I'm going to build my house right here." So he found some mud and some straw, and he built himself a house. The other two little piggies said, "You know what, we're going to keep walking, and we're going to find somewhere better to live." So they walked a little bit longer, and the second little piggy, he was a little bit older, he said, "This looks like a good place for my house." So he got some sticks and some clay, and he built himself a house. The oldest pig, he was a little smarter. He said, "I'm going to walk a little further, and I'm going to make a pretty big house." So he walks further, and he buys some bricks and some mortar and some concrete, and he makes a really big, really strong house. So then on the other side of town was a big bad wolf. And the big bad wolf said, "I'm hungry. I'm going to find me some little piggies and eat them." So the big bad wolf walks to the first little piggy's house, the one made out of straw. And he knocks on the door and he says, little pig, let me in." And the little piggy says, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." So the big bad wolf says, "If you don't let me in, I'm gonna huff, and I'm gonna puff, and I'm gonna blow this house down." And the little piggy says, "You're still not getting in." So the wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he blew that house down. And little piggy said, "Uh-oh, I better get out of here." So he runs to his other brother's house, and he gets in and he says, "There's a wolf on its way over here." So the big bad wolf says, "I'm still hungry. I'm going to go get that piggy." So he goes to the next brother's house and he knocks on the door and he says, little pigs, let me in." And the little piggies say, "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chin." And the big bad wolf says, "If you don't let me in, I'm gonna huff, and I'm gonna puff, and I'm gonna blow this house down." And the little piggies say, "You're still not getting in." So the wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he blew that house down. So the little piggies said, "We better get out of here." So they ran to their big brother's house. Remember, the big brother had a strong house. So the wolf says, "I'm still hungry. Now I'm going to eat more piggies." So he walks to the big brother's house, and he knocks on the door and he says, little pigs, let me in." And the little piggies say, "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chin." And the wolf says, "If you don't let me in, I'm going to huff, and I'm going to puff, and I'm going to blow this house down." Little piggies say, "You're still not getting in." So the wolf huffed, and he puffed, but he couldn't blow the house down. So he said, "You know what? I'm going to climb on the roof and jump in the chimney and get those piggies." So the piggies, they heard him climb on the roof, and they heard his footsteps going towards the chimney, and they said, "We're going to build a fire in the chimney, in the fireplace. So when the wolf comes down, he'll burn his butt." So they threw some wood in the fireplace, and they lit it on fire, and it was a big fire. And the wolf tried to jump down the chimney, and he burned his butt, and he said, "Bow, bow, bow." And he ran out of there so fast because his butt was on fire. The end.